Wait, you know the lyrics. And I know the melody!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best musical films of 2021.
Clock is ticking, that's for certain. And they're singing happy birthday. I just wish it all were a dream.
For this list, we'll be looking at our favorite musical theater-inspired flicks from 2021 that had us singing and dancing in the aisles, or from the comfort of our own homes. What was your favorite 2021 movie musical, and what are you most looking forward to watching in 2022? Let us know in the comments. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10. Respect.
If you ever don't want to sing, don't.
I love singing.
No, I know. Your daddy doesn't own your voice, Ree. Nobody does, but God.
If you're a fan of the Queen of Soul, you probably couldn't wait for this musical biopic to drop back in August. It features some of Aretha Franklin's greatest hits, as well as one new song. Its timeline takes place between Franklin's childhood and her 1972 double platinum Amazing Grace album. Handpicked by the Queen herself, Jennifer Hudson stars as the legendary singer.
Are you ready, Aretha?
Yes, Mr. Hammond.
She's joined by a star-studded cast, including Forrest Whitaker, Marlon Wayans, Audra McDonald, and Mary J. Blige, among others. Critics were divided, but ultimately many felt that if it were categorized as a jukebox musical rather than a biographical drama, then it's in a league of its own. Number 9. Dear Evan Hansen.
Thank you, Evan Hansen.
After Dear Evan Hansen opened on Broadway in 2016, it took the theater world by storm. It won 6 Tony Awards, 3 Olivier Awards, and a Grammy. Despite its contentious storyline, its sincere message and unforgettable soundtrack won over audiences. Sadly, many felt the heart of the show was lost in translation to the silver screen. Even if audiences were able to look past a now 27-year-old Ben Platt reprising the titular role, the story's shortcomings were more easily exposed.
How could you do this?
I guess I thought I could be part of this. I never had this kind of thing before.
Nevertheless, the cast's performances were applauded, and many of our favorite songs remained intact.
'Cause all that it takes is a little reinvention. It's easy to change if you give it your attention.
If you ask us, we still believe that it makes an enjoyable and stirring watch, and that's why it made the list.
And I knew I'd come up short a million different ways, and I did. And I do.
Number 8. Cyrano.
I need something to die for, write poems and cry for.
One for the non-theater fan in your life, Cyrano is anything but your standard musical. It's a romantic drama, centering on a love triangle between the titular character, his distant cousin Roxanne, and his close friend Christian.
A woman like Roxanne wants wit, romance, poetry. I don't know how to speak romantically.
I am a poet. My words upon your lips. I will make you romantic. Will you make me handsome?
It bypasses your typical flashy show-stopping numbers for brilliantly crafted songs that convey a wide plethora of emotions. 2 songs from the unique score may even be possible contenders for Oscar nods.
That was somebody desperate, someone in love.
The principal cast includes Haley Bennett as Roxanne and Kelvin Harris Jr. as Christian.
I give anything for someone to say.
Game of Thrones fans will probably get a kick out of watching Tyrion Lannister sing his heart out as the titular character as well.
Sorrow and glory and blinding euphoria, everything's there in your name.
Number 7. Vivo.
One of a kind.
As we'll soon see, 2021 was a rather busy year for Lin-Manuel Miranda. Collaborating once more with Chiara Alegria Hudes, Vivo is an adorable animation full of heart, humor, and 11 original songs penned by the maestro himself.
Extra, extra, read all about it. I'm extra, extra. The kid that the other kids can't get next to. I got my own seat on the bus. I've always been a me, not an us.
He also voices the titular Vivo, a musical kinkajou who embarks on an epic adventure.
All I can do when the road bends,
We bounce to the beat of our own
lean into the
drum. We dance to
curve.
the beat of our own drum.
After an unexpected tragedy, Vivo travels from Havana to Miami with something very important for singer Marta Sandoval, voiced by Gloria Estefan. Addressing love, loss, and friendship, this story will hit you in the feels. As for the music, well, as one of its stars might say, the rhythm is gonna get you.
Oh, I'll be with you when this song plays all alongside your heart.
Number 6. Everybody's talking about Jamie.
And if every fine life is getting you down, there's a party to start in a new part of town, where there's a guest list of one and the name's Jamie New. And if you ask me real nice, I might sign you in too.
Based on a documentary turned stage musical and now film, Jamie is a story of love, acceptance, and pride. Jamie New dreams of being a drag queen. However, it's an uphill battle out of the darkness and into the spotlight. Living in Sheffield, England with his mom, Jamie must overcome plenty of obstacles and prejudices to achieve his dream. The film received positive reviews thanks to its enthralling soundtrack and uplifting morals. It might be a British story, but its message is universal.
And I will always be your biggest fan, my man.
Plus, if you like the movie, you'll be happy to know that the stage show is set to cross the pond now, too.
Everybody's talking about Jamie. Everybody's talking about Jamie. Everybody's talking about the boy in the dress who was born to impress.
Number 5. Encanto.
There's just a lot you simply got to know. So, welcome to Family Madrigal, the home of the family Madrigal. We're on our way.
Well, wouldn't you know it, our second dose of Lin-Manuel Miranda already. This time, he collaborated with the team behind Zootopia on this magical Disney flick. We head deep into the Colombian mountains to meet the Madrigal family.
I move mountains, I move churches, and I glow cause I know what my worth is.
Of course, I mean, hey, where are you going?
I don't ask how hard the work is, got a rough and destructible surface.
They all have magical gifts, except Mirabel, who's voiced by Stephanie Beatriz. But when their magic's in danger, it's up to her to save the day.
This is my chance. I will save the magic. Wait, how do I save the magic?
Miranda wrote the movie soundtrack, which features songs in both English and Spanish.
Dos oruguitas enamoradas pasan sus noches y madrugadas.
Magic aside, it's a feel-good celebration of Colombia's diverse culture supported by an incredibly A-list cast. This is one of those movies that will enchant audiences for generations.
What a joy you stay, but anyway, we don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
Number 4. Come From Away.
It's a small place on a giant rock in the ocean. Everybody knows everybody else. And everybody in this room has a story about how they started that day.
Although a stage-to-screen adaptation was in the works, in 2021 we could enjoy the original Broadway show from the comfort of our own homes. Well, at least you could if you had Apple TV+. Based on true events, this heartwarming story takes place in the days following 9/11 after 38 planes were redirected to Gander, Newfoundland.
For each destination that we flew together, tell them I'm fine, put a pin here in Gander.
The writers compiled over 16,000 accounts from that time and shared those stories through a stirring soundtrack. Audiences fell in love with the show and how it highlighted the best of humanity in the worst of times. It's so uplifting, and there's really nothing quite like it.
In the winter from the water to whatever's in the way, to the ones who have come from away, we say, welcome to the, 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 welcome to the rock.
Number 3, In the Heights.
Lights up on Washington Heights, up at the break of day. I wake up and I got this little punk I gotta chase away. Pop the grate at the crack of dawn, sing while I wipe down the awning. Hey y'all, good morning.
Ice cold piragua, palcha, china, cherry, strawberry, and just for today I got my mate.
It was a long wait, but in June of 2021, Lin-Manuel Miranda's debut musical finally hit our screens. Using Latin and hip-hop music, the plot follows 3 days in the mostly Latin American neighborhood of Washington Heights.
From Puerto Rico to Santo Domingo, wherever we go, we rap our people and the beat go.
With relatable characters, endearing stories, and a soundtrack that makes you want to dance, this was just the summer vibes we needed. Not to mention, Christopher Scott's choreography and John M. Chu's direction and cinematography are nothing short of perfection. The Tony Award-winning show first debuted on Broadway in 2008, so naturally, some updates were required. Even so, the heart of the movie remains, and we could not love it more. Number 2, Tick Tick Boom.
This is the life of Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo. This is the life of Bo-Bo-Bo-Bo. This is the life of Bo-Bo-Bo-Bohemia.
While Jonathan Larson's Rent changed the face of musical theater, Tick Tick Boom has always lived in its shadow. But now, thanks to Lin-Manuel Miranda making his directorial debut, it's finally getting its chance to shine.
The main thing, though, is that it's first-rate work and has a future. And so do you.
The biographical musical follows the struggling composer, who's trying to make a name for himself as his 30th birthday looms ever closer.
At least it happens only once in your life. They're singing happy birthday, you just want to lay down and cry. Not just another birthday, it's 3090.
It boasts an epic cast and more cameos than we can count. Miranda's love and admiration for the late composer is present throughout, and each moment serves as a perfect homage. Miranda is just missing the O from Peagot. Could this be the movie to get him there?
Your love, baby, don't say the answer. Actions speak louder, louder than they speak louder.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Annette. Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard's world gets turned upside down by their new arrival.
Counterintuitive, baby, and yet we remain. We love each other so much.
Robin Robin. An adorable story about a robin adopted by a family of mice from the studio that brought us Wallace and Gromit.
We're on our way to break into a house. Might be a bird, but I sneak just like a mouse.
Cinderella. If you're after feel-good cheesiness, this is the movie for you.
If it's a million to one, I'm gonna be that one. And if it's a shot in the dark, I'm gonna be the sun. And I
Diana, a musical reimagining of the late princess's life.
To represent the crown, ambassador at large, a female English rose, your proudest shining knight, and light the world.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. West Side Story.
Oye, Javi, ponle fuego, vamos!
1961's West Side Story won 10 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Talk about massive shoes to fill. Nevertheless, with Steven Spielberg at the helm, an immensely talented cast, and the return of Rita Moreno, this is one remake that does not disappoint.
Life matters even more than love.
It's still faithful to the story we all know and love, but also an adapted score and reconceived musical numbers that easily hold their own. Not to mention one powerhouse performer after another.
If you can fight in America, if you can fight in America.
If you were skeptical about this new version, we're here to tell you that you can lay your woes to rest. We feel that something's coming, something good. Perhaps even an Oscar. Or several.
Tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you and the world went away.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.